Hey guys, what's going on? Andrew coming at you, and in this one I just thought I would go ahead and respond to your comments. I didn't know that that video was going to be so popular, and I just want to kind of have a chance to just say a few more things I didn't get to say in the previous video and respond to a couple questions. The first question or comment I'm going to get, I'm not going to read names because I don't want any of these people to get hate or anything like that, but one of the comments starts out with, the fact that you would be inspired by someone named Vegan Nomad Chick says all that one needs to know about your fundamental philosophy and worldview and why people shouldn't take your experience seriously. So I'm not going to read anything more, but what I'll respond with is, I am not a vegan or a nomad. I was inspired by her video. I clicked on her video on my, what do you call it, your recommended feed. And just because somebody has a different way of living their life doesn't mean that they don't have a valid opinion that they can share. And if someone's a vegetarian and I eat meat, it's not like I'm not going to take them seriously. They're free to live their life any way they want to, and I'm not going to judge them on that. And I feel that in the internet world, it's very easy to be caught in your own echo chamber of just watching stuff that you only agree with. And you have to realize that in a real world, in a free society, that sometimes people aren't going to agree with you. One thing that happens on this channel from this video, and some others too, is that my channel gets bombarded now with people from different political views and parties. I'm not going to go into it. It's almost like I've been put into a box by simply expressing my opinion. By talking about certain things about Sweden, I'm suddenly a super duper liberal when I'm not trying to identify with any political party here. I refuse to be put into a box. Because when you're in a box, you have to suddenly agree with everything on that team. And I don't like how that works. I think that we're divided enough, and I'm just think we could come closer together to kind of make things work. And I refuse that. I don't want to be in a box. I don't think everyone else is free to do whatever they want. That's fine. But it's also, just want to say that I'm pretty sure that there is a effort going on in the internet world to try to sway people's political opinions, whether it's governments doing it or just groups of people. So just take everything you read with a grain of salt. No matter what the belief system is, there's definitely a concentrated effort, I think, to sway people's opinions. And I just think that's the future, is making it seem like so many comments have a certain opinion to try to make people agree with that opinion. Moving on, I want to read another one. You lost me when you brought up climate change hoax. Astrophysicists are pretending a mini ice age over the next 30 years, a mini ice age over the next 30 years because of solar patterns we have zero control over. The global warming hoax has about another 5 years until everyone's going to see what it is. So even if you don't believe in global warming, and if you decide to believe that the earth is flat, I'm not going to belittle you here. I'm not going to insult you because we're not going to get anywhere. All I will say is this. If you don't believe in global warming, I think we can all agree on the fact that we want to leave the earth a better place than when we left. Let's say global warming is a hoax. That doesn't mean that we should keep putting more chemicals and bad things into the air. And at the very least, we could cut down on plastic. So much plastic is running into the ocean, and it's really causing major problems now. We have dumps all around the world where we're trying to run out. We're running out of places to put our stuff. I mean, I guess we could have Elon Musk shoot rockets into space to get rid of our trash. I actually see that it's something happening in the future, believe it or not. But all I'm saying is, I want the world to be better for your future children, even if you disagree with me, and for others. And I don't think that needs to be like a hippie opinion or anything like that. I think that could just be a normal opinion about what can we do to make it better. I'm not expecting America to change overnight, and I'm not expecting China and India to just stop with their production of what they're putting in the air and stuff like that. But maybe we can help each other just do a little bit better job and take care of the planet a little bit better. That's what I'd like to see. Another comment I got was someone calling me naive and saying that only 50% of Americans pay income tax and the rest don't want to pay for it. I just want to go into detail with that and basically say that, yes, we can just look at income tax in the United States, but if we're going to be honest here, the wealthy people don't pay income tax. Really rich people don't pay income tax. They pay capital gains tax. They have money in stocks and in investments. And if you look at the amount of your tax for investments as opposed to income, it's kind of, the system is set up by the wealthy in order to not have to pay as much taxes. And that's not really like a conspiracy kind of thing. That's just how the system works. So we can also look at that system and see if there's other things to do. I don't. I think that the goal here really is how can we make life better for Americans 10, 15, 20%. I think we would see an overall increase in happiness. We would see an increase in life expectancy if we would just take a better care of ourselves. I understand it doesn't have to be the way it is in Europe, but we could do a better job of that. I also think we could change a little bit how the tax system works in America. And I just want to address a few other comments, which is I don't want a bunch of free stuff. That's not what this is about. I don't want to sit down and not work. I've had comments like that about being not hardworking or something else like that. It has nothing to do with it. I'm happy. I want to work. I don't feel fulfilled unless I'm working and working towards a goal, which is why I have this YouTube channel or anything else. I simply think like this. I'm 31 years old, and I'm in about, when I graduated school, or now let's say I'm in $50,000 of debt in the United States for my college. If I'm 31 and I'm $50,000 in debt, and then suddenly I get cancer, and I'm lucky enough to survive, I just don't think it's worth it for that person to have to maybe be $500,000 to $1 million in debt and medical bills if they're lucky enough to survive. If someone doesn't hit the genetic lottery and they happen to be sick, I think that we should be able to take care of them, and I think we should look at that a little bit better because some of us are fortunate. You should work hard for things in your life. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but people are born with certain things that's out of their control, and we need to do a better job of taking care of each other. Finally, one last point. I'm reading a book on why we sleep. I definitely recommend it. That's actually the title of it, where they are finding that in cultures where they actually sleep more and take and there's small islands in Greece, for example, where they still have daily naps throughout the day and like siestas, and the life expectancy for men there is in the 90s, much higher than in other countries where they don't have this. So although it's important in America we work hard, I just want to share that actually rest is better for people's overall life expectancy and health, and that's why I suggested maybe one more week off for vacation was something reasonable that Americans could do. Right away, really, I think the companies could do that. I think it's a possibility. Now, I'm just a person, and this is just my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's right or not. I just don't want to be put into a box. I just want to express my opinion and finally say that I love America at the same time, and because of that, like, it's okay to express things that we think could be better. I think if we could do that more, that would be great. For example, I look into myself, and not only do I sit there and look at my strengths, but I also look at my weaknesses to say what I could do better, and I think that's all it was doing in the video, was trying to point out some of our weaknesses that we could do better. And I think every country could do that, and I think every person should do that. I think if we could do that more, the world would be a better place. And then I will finally say this again, no matter where your view is, no matter who you are, country, culture, whatever, sexual orientation, nothing matters to me. But if we could all get along, I'm not saying we have to think the same, but if we could get along and be more kind to one another, we would be more powerful than anything else. We really could. We could do so much more if we had that different view. Instead of being I'm on this team and you're on this team, and my team is right, your team is wrong. Because that is not going to help us moving forward. Thanks, guys. If you enjoyed this one, give me a like. I've got a bunch of new subscribers, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.